Welcome back, YouTubers, to another knife review. Today we're looking at the Kershaw Ferrite. This is a brand new model for 2016, Rick Hinderer designed speed safe opener. This was announced at SHOT Show 2016, and it was pretty cool. I thought it was a nice departure from, even though it shares a lot of similarities with the Cryo, it's got a more sleek design, a little thinner in the handle. It's got some great features that kind of separate it. So let's talk about specs real quick, and then we'll get into the impressions. It is a 3.3-inch blade, measures 4.25 inches closed with a 7.5 overall length, weighs 4.2 ounces. The blade stock is 0.11 inches thick, and it has a nice hollow grind. It's 8 CR13 MOV steel, as no surprise there from Kershaw on that steel, but that's a good steel for a budget knife. So I've never had really any problems with it. Just have to sharpen it a little bit more often. That's it. So overall, first impressions of this knife is I like how it feels in the hand. It's very thin. It's very, very thin. And for some reason I'm looking around for my calipers and they're not here at my table, which they usually are, so that's fun. So I'd measure it for you, but I can't seem to find them. But it's very thin. Feels great in the hand. It's got some nice barrel spacers there. And one of the cool features of this knife is it has the Hinderer filler tabs. So this one just says Kershaw. You can actually customize this knife with the Rick Hinderer filler tabs. And granted, those filler tabs are about the cost of this knife, but it is what it is. It's kind of cool that you can customize it. So you can get replaceable filler tabs. It also uses the Rick Hinderer style pocket clip. And this pocket clip is reversible, so if you want to use left-hand carry, you just take out the filler tab and swap it over. So has the Rick Hinderer lock bar stabilizer as well. The thumb studs are functional on this with the speed safe, as you can see there. And then you have obviously the flipper. Now I'm not the biggest fan of speed safe. I'd rather have bearings on a knife, but for a budget knife, this one's not bad. It fires out nice and fast, and it's not difficult to close, so you're not fighting that spring too bad. It is a more linear design than like the Cryo, which I really like, and it's a little bit bigger as well. It's more the size of the Cryo too, but at the same time quite a bit thinner, about an ounce lighter, and it's just it feels really good in the hand. This grip here, you've got this nice swedge here at the top of the blade that he put on there for fine detail cuts. You can get a lot more purchase on the blade. The reverse grip is awesome too. It's very comfortable in that grip there. So it's just a really good looking knife. It has a nice, little bit more, he called it in one of his SHOT Show videos, pointy, which I thought it was funny. This is a custom knife maker calling it pointy. It just came across kind of funny to me for some reason. So there's some cool new features of this knife. I really feel like this will be Kershaw's big hit for this year for their budget. All their knives are pretty much budget anymore. ZT's their premium line, but I think this will be a huge seller for them. It's got great looks. It's got the titanium coated steel lock bar, or it's not lock bar, excuse me, frame lock on both sides of the scales as well, and on the blade, similar to the Cryo. The Cryo is probably one of their best-selling knives ever, and I think this will actually replace that because it's got the customization from Rick Hinderer. I like the design overall a lot better. It's just it's like the perfect size EDC blade. That 4.25-inch closed length is about perfect for me with medium-sized hands, and it has a 3.3-inch blade, so that's kind of my sweet spot right there around the 3.25 to 3.5-inch blade. So it came super sharp out of the box, very, very sharp. Yeah, very nice edge on that, nice and even on the grinds, which I would expect from Kershaw, even from their overseas products. This model number is the 1557 Ti. See if we can get that to focus there right now. Kai patented Hinderer design. And again, made overseas, but warranted by Kershaw for life. So that's one of the nice things about buying a budget Kershaw, is it's not going to cost you very much money, and you're going to be able to have that lifetime warranty. I'm going to compare it here to a couple new knives that I got today. These are the real steels, a couple of real steels, and they're very similar in size and construction and everything as the new Ferrite by Kershaw. So just to give you a little size comparison. overall, very impressed. First impressions of this knife, really cool for a budget blade. Again, this will be a huge seller. It'll be cool that you can switch out the filler tab, do a little customization. Rick said in his video and SHOT Show that this was a Hinderer clip, and I wonder if the Hinderer clips will fit. I don't have one on me. It's too bad I don't have my ZT 392 around. I can see if that. I think that clip's going to be too big for this knife, but at least you can know you can customize the filler tab. So pretty cool. I'm excited to see how this knife does, because I feel like it'll be very popular, and it'll be a big knife, a knife that a lot of people customize. And sorry guys, I'm kind of stumbling on my words here. It's kind of late and I'm doing this video, so I apologize. So very thin, slim profile, weighs in just over 4 ounces. It's got that nice action with the speed safe. So it's overall, I'm pretty impressed. I like the blade profile, a nice hollow grind on there, and it's got a really nice tip on it. I mean, it's a really pointy tip. It's going to be a good stabber. So it'll be a great EDC knife. Can be carrying it, using it here for the next few days as a nice little backup blade to maybe one of my ZTs or something, or my Chris Reeves. But overall, pretty impressed for 40 bucks. It's a great value. I recommend getting I've only seen them in stock at a few dealers, and Blade Ops is where I got mine. So I recommend checking them out. Go over to Blade Ops, pick this knife up for about 40 bucks, and yeah, enjoy it. It's a great little budget EDC, and I think it'll be a huge seller for Kershaw this year. So that's my first impressions of the Kershaw Ferrite. Any questions or comments, leave them down below, and we'll see you on the next one.